Hello everyone, today's puzzle is cracking the cryptic. So I just watched the start of it. I didn't get too far in the video because I wanted to try it myself. Concept is very interesting. No cells that are on an edge can sum to 15. So since this is a 7, this can't be a 8 or 9. And I'm noticing already there's only one 7. I don't think there's any 6s. But I did see these ones give us an early solve. Just gonna do some normal Sudoku here, try to figure out what the start should be. Not sure quite where to go with the 2s, so we'll look at the 3s. Oh wow, 3s are basically solved, yeah. I think that's all the 3s. If I'm right, yeah, it looks like it. There is a lot of stuff to start us off with here. Which I do like in a puzzle. Continuing on with the 5s, I'm not really seeing much. I guess one of these has to be 5s. I'm just gonna make it so that's easier to see for me. So it's missing in here. 5s we know nothing about. 8s and 9s we know nothing about, but I think there's something else that we have in the grid. 5s, which we also know nothing about. Alright, that's great. These 3 are missing. So 8 and 9 again, but also 1 we have there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9 triplet. So we'll see if that matters. That does narrow down where the 5s can go, which could end up being pretty useful. You never know. We know 7 has to be in one of these 3 spaces in that row. So we only have 1 7, so we can't really use the less than 15 row. I'll put on some music here. There's to be a 1 in this box. In this column, 1 has to be there. So the highest number we have 7. The next highest number that we have a lot of is 5. 5 can't have No, 5 can have 9. Threes are all done. I need to stop looking at the threes. I wish there was more I could do with 4s. I feel like it's just not enough information. Six, 8, and 9. Let's go in this row in this box. I still can't figure out why that would matter. If 1 were here, we would have a double sword. This would have to be 1. Maybe I have to look at. Let's just draw on all the 5s. And not that square, obviously. Maybe this one then. Wait, there actually is a double sword. It's just with the 2s. not sure if I'm creative enough to figure out the start here. So I think I'm gonna go watch the video a little bit more. Just to see what the first step is. I'll see you in a moment. I completely misunderstood the puzzle. I thought by saying that any cell that shared an edge, it had to be on an edge. But actually it's just literally just shares an edge. So the 9 has to be here. And so yeah, I just didn't really understand that. But yeah, this has to be a 9, because you can't put 9 and an 8 together. Or wait. There's some logic to it. 6 and 8, what's 6 and 8 add to? 14, I think. Now this means this can't be an 8 or a 9. If there were a 9 here, and there was an 8, that would add to like 16 or something. If this was a 9 and this was a 6, that would add to 15, so that can't be a 9. So this is a 5-9 pair. So now this is a 5-9 pair, but a 9 can't go next to a 7, so this is a 5, and this is a 9. There has to be a 6 somewhere, and since there's a 6 over here, this has to be 6. Actually, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has to be 7. If that's a 7, then this has to be 6, right? 7 plus 6 is 13, but 7 plus 8 is 15. I really like this puzzle. Wow, that's so cool. So there has to be a 6 and a 9 in this row somewhere. Wait, no, not a 6, 8, and a 9. Alright, let's focus on this though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 8. Oh, this is also 6, 8. So this must be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 7 pair. And I think I can actually use that to solve. If this is a 7, that could be a 6. So it's not quite killable. But if this is a 7, that can't be 8. Is this too much to be here? No, I think because this... Yeah, it's not really enough to go on yet. Let's we're at 9. I think that can still be fine. If this is an 8 or a 9, do these interact in any way? The thing is here, like 9 can go next to 5, that's fine. Maybe 9, because it casts such a wide shadow here. I can go on those 3, I think. Nine can't go next to a 6 or a 8, so 9 must be in this row. So 9 must be in this row. Okay, I need to think about, like, none of these 3 squares can be 9s. So 6-8 pairs are really nice in terms of 9s. If there were a 9 here, that could be 7. I don't know if that tells us enough. Wait, this can't be 9 either. So 9 is actually very, very restricted. Because it can't be on the bottom. 9 must be in one of those 3 spots on that row. The 5 in this row must be either here or here. Where does 4 go in this row? here or here. Whereas and the 5s are restricted. I don't think the 7s are restricted at all here. Just have to be 8. Yeah, the 8s and the 7s are not restricted at all. Wherever the 9 is, it affects both the squares that the 9 can be. What I mean is that since there's, in these two squares, there cannot be 8, 7, and 6. That feels important. If the 9 is here, it would cover both of those. It's kind of an if scenario, though. I don't know if I want to follow that. So what's missing in this square? 1 is missing. 1 can be next to a 9. 2 is missing as well. Kinda tempted to get rid of the 2s, because since I have my... I don't really need them there anymore. Now it'll be a little bit easier to read. Fives are unrestricted by 9s. Six, 8, and 9 can't be here, because wherever the 9 is, it would reach. I'm still not sure what to... Sixes just have to be the square. That's all the 6, 7. Six, 7 quadruplet thing. Let's just assume for now 9 can be anywhere and see what that tells us. If 9 is here, then it would at least a 6. So that's not a possibility. if 9 is here, it would hit at least a 6, so that's still not a possibility. If 9 is here, it would hit at least a 6, so that's still not a possibility. This is 9. That's insane. And 9 can't be here for the same reason. It would hit something. Just a sec, let me get rid of all the highlighting. I don't think I'm gonna need it. Now for us to be here. Eight can be next to 6. Wait, now this can't be 9. So this is 8. Right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5 is missing, and then 6, 7, I think. But 7 can't be in this square. Sixes, I think, are unrestricted. But this is a pair. So this has to be a 6. This is a 5. So since this can't be, I guess it could be a 1. This can't be a 6, 7, 8. These two squares are clean now. They can only be 1, 2, 5. And this can't be a 1 or a 5, so this is a 2. And finally this gets cleaned up. That's pretty huge. So we're actually doing it, we're solving this. All these squares can't be 6, 7, or 8. So where does 6, 7, and 8 go in this column? Oh, let's finish up the 9s first. this is 1, right? Because it can't be 6, 7, or 8, or 5. 2, 3, 4 are all accounted for. Are the ones completely finished? They must be. This can't be 6, 7, or 8. Or it could be 4. I don't think we have. Oh, we've actually got some interesting stuff going on with the 4s now. Can't be 4. Wait. Something has gone terribly wrong. Oh no. I'll see you guys in a sec. We're back. Let's just pretend that that didn't happen. That what didn't happen? Yay, you get what I mean. We're gonna just redo it. Oh wow, 1-2 pair, I hope that's helpful. I bet it will be. This must be 6, 7, 8 now. But wait a second, a 9 can't be in either of those squares. Hey, look at that. A 9 can't be here because it would reach a 6 or an 8, therefore the 9 must be up here. Whoa, therefore the 9 must be over here, but what's that? It can't be next to a 7. Wowzers. Oh, this is a 5-9 pair. Whatever could be in this box. Oh, it must be a 7. Whoa, that gives us a 7 over here. Whatever could be next. Oh, this is actually a 7-4 pair. What pair is this then? It must be a 6-8. That lets us finish this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This must be a 5. Hooray! One of these two squares must be a 5 now. What is this? It's gotta be a pair. What's it a pair of? 8 and 6. Yeah. A 9 can't be here or here because it would reach one of those two, and a 9 can't be over here. So this 9 must be contained. Normal Sudoku tells us these 4s have got to be over here. Wait, here. A 2 can go anywhere in here because 9 doesn't restrict it. But let's see, where did we go wrong? Let's think about this. There needs to be a 9 somewhere in here, right? Needs to be a 4 in one of those. What else does this need? 8? And the 8 can't go next to a 9. Logically. So if either of those is a 9, it can't be an 8 or 6. Wait, let's just figure out what's missing. So 6 and 8. Nine could be here or here if there's a 4. But if 9 is... If 9 is... Yeah, as long as there's that 4 possibility, I don't know if there's anything I can do with that. Something tells me a 9 will be here because it's protected by so many weak numbers. Because wherever the 9 is, it has to be protected. If the 9 is here, it would hit a 6 at the least, I think. Because 4 could be here, right? And then 6 would be here. So 9 wouldn't be possible there. It has to stay constrained. Let's look at 9s in this square. If a 9's here, it would have to see... could see a 4. That's what we ran into earlier. If a 9 is here, it would have to see a 5. Probably a 6. I don't think there can be a 9 here. If a 9 is here, it sees all those squares. So let's say, for the sake of argument, this is a 1. This is a 2. Oh wait, I forgot to resolve the 3. Oh yeah, that's right. 9 actually does stuff here. For that box anyways. But still, a 9 here would see, could see a 1, and it could see a 2. Can't see a 4 or 5 in that last square. So this would have to be a 6. Okay, let's say it's different. Let's say this is a 1, this is a 5, this is a 2. That's a possibility. I don't see how I can get rid of that possibility. One thing I can do is I can do the double sort thing I did earlier, which means that the 2 must be in this row. Now if 9's here, it could see a 2, and a 5. 5 or a 1, it doesn't matter. This would still have to be a... Why can't this bottom square be a 5? Alright, because of the 5 down there. So it would see... A 9 here would see... 2, 1... 2, 5... Yeah, I don't think it works. So that can't be a 9. Either way, 9... Oh, this is a pair now. Either way 9 is, this can't be a 8, 6, or 7. That can't be 8, 6, so this must be 8, 6. So this must be 1. Okay, that's really poppin'. Does it actually tell us anything? Who knows? I don't think it says anything about the 1s. But now if we look across here, where can the 9 go? Well, it has to be either there or in one of those slots I've already shown. There's a very high likelihood a 9 is here. If a 9 is here or here, you would see this square. What can this square be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It sees 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Neither of these can be 9. Get out of here. This has to be 9. This has to be 4. So now this is a 6, 8, 9. Which feels big. Let's see why it feels big. Because now this can't be a 9. Because no matter what, it just can't be a 9. So the 9s in this square are constrained, but I think we're gonna come to a similar conclusion that we just had, because both of them would see this square. Now let's see. It could be a 5, but it can't be a 4. I think that's probably all we can get them. This 9, that could be a 4. I don't know if it's necessarily right. Oh wait, this 9 sees this up here. So that's... I should have seen that. Let's look at the 2s, because the 2s might tell us something. Corner, I'm just checking my phone. I'm just trying to fit so. Hopefully I didn't make any more mistakes. It all looks decent. Yeah. This looks like a 5-9 pair, but since there's 5s and 9s outside, it's not really a pair. It's not really apparent. That was awful. Alright, can I look at this again? There can be a 1 there. Okay, let's say there's a 1 there and a 2 there. This would have to be a 6. pretty sure that can't be 9. Okay, so one possibility is that there's a 1 here and 2 here. And this would be 6 or higher. Another possibility, there's a 5 here, a 1 here, and a 2 there. I can't disprove that. Yeah, I can't disprove that at all. But this 9 proves 6, 7, 8 all over here. Which means this is 5 and this is 2. Which is really interesting logic. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, I was like making them bounce around or something. So what is this then? 1, 2, 3, this has gotta be 4. This is 4 now, and this is 7. The 7 means that this can't be 9. I guess we already knew that. But this 7 means that this can't be 8, because 7 plus 8 is, I don't know, something big. So this has gotta be 6, right? Yay, we just did so much. I've already been looking at this box a lot. Let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7, and 8 still need to be filled. This could be 9, because 5 is still a possibility. And 5 in the square is just a big who knows. Yeah, I can't really think of any way to change that. Since this is a 6, 7, 8 triplet, I think this is also. To complete the row. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how to get it any more restricted. Because as long as there's a 5 there, I can't outrule a 9 here. A 9 possibility, I mean. Well, I guess that was kind of obvious what I meant, but, you know. Let's see. So a 9 here. This can't be a 1. Let's say this is a 2. Let's say this is a 2. And this is a 4. Yeah, that would still have to be 6. That can't be 9. A 9 up here would be seen by everything, so that can't be a 9. It's not that this can't be a 9, I think it has to be a 5. This has to be a 9. It could be crazy though. Am I crazy? I guess I'll refrain from making any harsh decisions. Come on, to the end. This story feels so eerie. And then since we have a 9 here now, let's see. Well, this can't be 8 because of the 7, and also because of the 8. think 8 is probably the next thing we should be worried about. Eight plus 6 is... Okay, 9 plus 6 is 15, so it's 1 less than that, so... Yeah, we're good. I was trying to, like, brain blast there, like, what could it mean? Let's look at this right now. It's missing a 2. Is it missing a 4? Oh, it is. That makes this a 2-4 pair. Even better, this 4. 2. Oh, we can do a lot of really cool things. So if 7 is next to an 8, that adds up to... 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 4 is 15. Yeah, so that doesn't work. So if the 8 is here, that doesn't work. But also if the 8 is here, that doesn't work. So this has to be 8. This has to be 1. This has to be 7. This has to be 6. Now this can't be 6. I don't want to work too fast here. 7 plus 6 is... 6 plus 9 is 15, so... What about 6 plus 8? (11 plus 3 is 14. Don't ask why I do it in my weird convoluted way, I just have to. This can't be a 7. Because it would see a 8. So 7s in here I think are actually decently restricted. 9 plus 7 is 16. So it can't be a 7 in either of those. Which means that this 7 blocks out that 7. So on this square, where can a 7 go? It has to go down like this. If 9 were here, it would see this 7. But that's just one of the many possibilities. Why did I not notice this 4 materializing? That solves this thing. It has to be there, there. Is that the only restriction? 9 is safe in either slot because it's so hidden away. Wait a second, this can't be 9. Oh, I'm so used to getting babied by the games that, like, they take away numbers once you get them. So now, 5, 7, 1. has to be one. This is a 5-7 pair. This is a pair now. 6-8, I think. Yeah, but there's 8 there, so that's 8. That's a 6. Now 6 can't go next to a 9. 2 must go in one of these slots, and there's a 2 over there. And now there has to be a 5. So this 2 tells us that this is a 2, this is a 1. Are all the 2s done yet? It looks like it. Nice. This 8 gives us this 8. This 9 would be next to a 6. This has to be an 8 because that's the only thing left. This has to be an 8 because it's the only thing left. These can't be 9s. Sevens, that's what these are. This is a 6-7 pair, which is important because that edges out a 5. Now the 5s are all done. Ah, 6-8 is a 6, this is an 8. No way I get this far and it has 2 solutions, right? Unless I screwed something up. All the 9s are too far away to do anything. Oh wait, there's an 8 here. And an 8 here. And 8 plus 7 is... 8 plus 3 is 11. That's 4. Yeah, it doesn't work. This is 6. This is 7. This is 7. This is 7. This is 6. This is 6. We did it. This was a really good puzzle, even if it took me like hitting stop record like 3 times. Yeah, this was fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. This has been Awesome Sauce.